Hello, everybody. Good evening. So, I am Beth,
And I am John.
and we have some exciting news. I'm sure a lot of you have been following our news feed, and we just got back from Ohio. We were there with our great team for Monations. I don't know if any of you have heard of that. It's a company that we work for. It's their Monet, and it's their annual convention that we went to. And while we were there, it was a very moving time and very emotional. I'm sure some of you watched our last video that we did, and we were both crying in it. It was such an inspiring thing to see all the positivity that can actually go on in the world and an impact that people can have. Anybody. It doesn't have to be anybody special. Like, we are all capable of creating good and having an impact on somebody, or just in general, like doing a good deed. You know, you're creating positivity then. So when we got back from Ohio, we promised ourselves that we were going to do different. We wanted to be able to impact people in a different way. We're so sick of all the negativity. Our lives are filled with it. Like Facebook the last couple days, nothing but negativity. But not even just the last couple days, all of the time. We're just real life people,
really
guys.
nice,
As you can tell, Joey's here. He's drawing us dinosaurs, and we're just two real people coming to you guys with our perspective of what we want to do to try to impact the world. So we brainstormed over the last couple days about how we were going to, what we were going to do. And today, like, we always do Wealth Wednesday, but I wanted to be able to take pictures of that and post it so that way you guys can see exactly what we're doing and follow us along with the good deeds that we're doing to try to make it more positive for not just our area, but is the big picture, as this is, like the big picture in general. Like,
and it's not for self-gratification or, oh, look at us. It's just really to show how easy it is. I mean, it was $5 in a little card that explained why the $5 was there, and a couple of packages of diapers, and on a random shelf. I mean, you never know what that $5 could mean for somebody. You just literally never know. And again, it's not to, oh, look at us, look what we're doing. It's literally to show this is how easy it is. You got an extra couple dollars, share it with somebody.
Yeah, I want to be able to create an impact on somebody's life. So, like, we had talked about when we were at Monations, how Jessica Shoney, she's a fellow leader at Monet, about how she had put up in Venezuela, well, we'll start back. In Ecuador, she had built a compassion house for everybody that was there. So, and she raised $87,000. She didn't think she was going to be able to do it. I think
it was just shy of 36, or, oh no, that's the second one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, needless to say, she finished that one. She had gone and talked to the owners of her company, the Ernetta family, and actually Senora Luis's wife, and they had nonchalantly talked about how they still had family over in Venezuela, and I don't know if you guys follow along, but Venezuela is really, really bad right now. So she decided that she put it in the back of her mind and remembered that she was going to, she wanted to announce when she was speaking at Monations that she was going to build a compassion house. That's what she had decided her next compassion house was going to be, and it was going to be for Venezuela, but they have to build it in Colombia because you can't put it into Venezuela. It's such bad conditions. So she had raised $11,000 already, which came from our team, Team Momentum, because we had sold shirts. All of our shirts, like the shirt that I'm wearing right now, all the proceeds were going towards, it was originally going to be the Ecuador house, but they had finished that, so we had already had $11,000. She had already had $11,000 from our team in there. So she had announced it when she was up on stage, and the Ernetta family didn't know, so it was really emotional. But within like the first couple minutes, she had, one director, $10,000, next one, $10,000, $10,000. And guys, this isn't about money. This is not what I'm trying to paint in this picture. But within just a few minutes, she is already up to $61,000. Just a few minutes. And then she posted her link on Instagram. And everyone was donating. And we ended up, like, it was a crazy...
I think less than 36 hours she had the 87,000 total for that one.
Plus some. And she was moving on so that way we could build 2 other compassion houses somewhere in Colombia. And it's just... It was the most moving time. And like I said, we sat there crying the other day when we were doing our video, and never did I think I was going to be so impacted by what people were telling me. And it wasn't just her story. Like, we had some great speakers that were there, and it just really put a turn on our problems. Really don't even compare to the magnitude of the problems that are out there. And nobody's ever talking about the positive that's going on. You turn on the news, you always hear it's negative stuff. This person was shot. This person did this. It's never, ever, ever gratifying to listen to. So
I used to watch, like the nightly news. You have a half-hour news show, and literally the last minute to minute and a half is when they'll roll some good story. The very end of the news, as the credits are going, oh yeah, by the way, here's a good story for you. After you just had 29 minutes of the world is falling apart.
yeah, so pretty much what we've decided. And John had put a post on here earlier, and people thought I was pregnant. I swear to God, guys, I'm not pregnant. Promise you. No more babies.
Yeah, I'd probably be on a slab somewhere. Yeah.
But we wanted to make an announcement because it's something that we want to dedicate ourselves to. We want to be able to come on and do this every single day. We want to bring you good news. We want to bring you something that
It's
might...
not going to be this long every day.
No, this is just kind of a...
We're
get
explaining.
you guys what it's about. But every day, that's why we put it, the big picture 365. And we're corny, and 365 is Savannah's telephone code for landlines that pretty much don't exist anymore, but we're corny, so yeah.
Haven't had one in years.
So we wanted to be able to create the big picture, not just the big picture of positivity, but the big picture of what, like, one day John and I won't be here, and I want to have a legacy. Like, what are people going to remember John and I for, like, after we're long gone? What are our kids going to be able to, when they think of us, like, what did mommy and daddy do? I want to be able to create a big impact on this world. Not only with my business and impacting people's lives financially and, just being able to be a part of something so huge. I want to be able to give you guys some gratification, maybe give some impact to you. You never know what people are struggling with on a daily basis. Like, mental health is huge in my family. So I would love to be able to, maybe I say something that day and it brightens somebody's day. Or maybe we give a tidbit of information that might help your mindset. People struggle with mindset all the time. And that's why
worst enemy.
That's why we're doing this. So we want to dedicate ourselves. Some days we may look like a hot mess. Some days it may be crying kids. Some days, you never know. It's a wild life. Like I said, we're just normal people, and we want to bring good to the world. So with that, we found a really cool news article that we wanted to share with you guys so we could start it off with positivity and news, and I hope that you guys really enjoy this whole experience that we're about to do. We've never done anything like this, so we're hoping it's really an awesome thing.
So yeah, it's I really don't have anything memorized. We just found a story and it was a good story, so here we go. It's basically an accidental text to a number sparked an unexpected wave of kindness. There was a girl that was trying to get a hold of somebody in her church so she could bring them over dinner. Their 4-year-old son had suffered a massive seizure, which in itself is bad, but he has lots of other disabilities as well that go along with it. So when this guy gets this text message from a random number talking about bringing over dinner, his response was, yeah, sure, what are you bringing me, but I don't like seafood. So after they exchanged some few texts going back and forth, he realized the magnitude of what the text message really was and decided that he wanted to help. So this guy, not knowing anything about anything of this family, who got the wrong number texted him, started an online campaign with a GoFundMe that reached almost $12,000. He had, as well as lots of cards and gifts for the boy while he was in the hospital. So that's something, it's accidental. He didn't expect to get that text message, but he went above and beyond and helped out a family in need. So just imagine what you could do with something intentional.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like he said, he didn't have to do that, but just to create the impact of that family, they were already struggling with so much, and I can't imagine what that money helped with. Or just cheering that poor little boy up that was so sick and has disabilities, and
Yeah, I mean, the article was bigger. He ended up with stuffed animals and a bunch of stuff, but he brightened a kid's day with a stuffed animal and helped his parents out financially. We're probably struggling with their kid in the hospital.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what this is all going to be about, guys. Like I said, not every night's going to be in news. Not every night is going to be long like this. We just wanted to try to paint the picture of what this is going to be and what it's going to mean for us for doing this. So we hope that you enjoy it. We hope that you share this, because I would love to hit more people than just what's on my friend page and John's friend page. I want this to be impactful, and I encourage you guys, if you know a good story or something, send it to us. Private message me after this if you know something. I'll gladly talk about it on here. I don't care. I'm not shy with a camera, and he's warming up now. All these videos.
I don't know about that, but I'm a whole lot better than when she first made me start doing videos.
Yeah, he's not a statue anymore, not monotone, but
I make no guarantees.
I would definitely love to hear some good news that you guys have. It brightens my day. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and we will see you back here tomorrow.